Shabbat Shalom and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the Beth Israel Rabbi. This coming Shabbat, we read the last two Torah portions of the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers. In these last two Torah portions, Moses assigns parts of the land that is east of the Jordan River to the various tribes who are going to settle east of the Jordan River. One of those tribes is Manasseh, and Manasseh sets out at assigning parts of his land to his children, and indeed setting up towns for them. One of the people who receives land and receives towns is Yair ben Manasseh, or Yair, the son of Manasseh. Now I have to admit that I am particularly partial to the name Yair, as Yair is our middle child. In fact, our son who just celebrated his bar mitzvah. Yair of the Bible gives the name Chavot Yair, or the towns of Yair, to his towns. Now the question is why? Why would he give this particular name to his towns? Rashi explains the Yair never had children, and so he wants to ensure that his towns are his memorial, almost as if to say that they are like his children. Hizkuni, another medieval rabbi and biblical commentator, explains that Yair is unfortunately killed in action, defending and fighting on behalf of the Jewish people. He's willing to give the ultimate sacrifice for others, for his nation. And thus, he is given the opportunity to name his towns Chavot Yair in his own memory, as a way to signify the way he is willing to give of himself for others. When I think of these towns, and I think of this interpretation of the name of these towns, I also think of events of this past week. We all celebrated as the children and their coach, who were part of the soccer team, who were unfortunately in this cave in Thailand, were freed miraculously, incredibly, by the entire world coming together and working together in order to bring these trapped young boys out of the cave. It was an incredible feat that no one thought could be done, and yet was achieved. People were willing to put their lives on the line in order to save these children, in order to save their coach. In fact, unfortunately, one person did die in the process. It's incredible what the world was able to do when we all came together, dedicated to one task, dedicated to saving lives. As we celebrate this incredible feat, as we celebrate what the Thai government and the rest of the world was able to do, we also need to reflect on this particular moment and think about how we can use this as an example for the future, that we can all come together to make the world a better place, not only in specific cases, but maybe even in a bigger and broader sense as well, that we're able to use this one case as an example for how we can work together for the betterment of the entire world. Shabbat Shalom.